It's 7:15 in the morning. I'm off to London Tech Week, and most importantly, I'm off to see none other than Nvidia's CEO, Jensen Huang, and I cannot wait. So I'm heading in an hour early because I don't know how busy it's going to be, and I want to get a front row seat to see Jensen's keynote at 9 a.m. Come along with me and see what I get up to and see whether I manage to get that front row seat. I'm so excited. The local cat. Hello. We're almost there. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know if there's going to be like hundreds of people waiting or no one waiting. Well, now I've just got a notification that the Prime Minister is going to be opening London Tech Week. So maybe I'll be expecting to see Keir Starmer as well. That would be strange. Oh, no way, I feel like I can see the end of the queue. What? No way, there's no queue. Apparently that's the wrong entrance. That looks more like a bit of a queue. I swear to God. No, exhibitor entrance. I don't want that. I knew it. Can't go in that way. Brilliant. Bit of a queue. What's your name?
Savello, brother.
Savello.
Yourself?
Harry.
Harry. Nice to meet you, Harry. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Such a nightmare. Morning. No way. I can't believe this is here. This is Sam Altman's.
Yep.
That is mad. You can join it here. Jeez. Doesn't it feel weird to see stuff like that in person though? It's like the kind of stuff that you see on like...
I'll see this stuff like on Twitter all the time.
Here we go.
Oh, this is really bad timing. I need to pee again.
Oh no!
This is really bad. So, for better context, I'm outside, bursting to use the bathroom. And then Harry comes, saving the day, tells me to use the bathroom at platform 2. And now we're about to pretty much go into what we can consider one of the best speeches that we're ever going to listen to. And I need to use the bathroom again. Not good timing, bro.
I guess I think, does it start at 9? If we get seats, then you can pop out and I can hold your seat for
I
you.
don't know what I'm going to do.
Oh, I'm so excited. Bro.
I love it.
Yeah, look, that is a queue.
My dad. The thing is,
We came all this way to there are people pouring in.
even that, bro. Really paid. You always remind
We're literally the first
someone
people
who's
here.
paid more than
I
you.
know. Oh man, this is crazy. Nah, look, they're all reserved at the front.
Please join me in welcoming the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Sir Keir Starmer, to officially open London Tech Week 2025.
Thank you so much, and it's really fantastic to stand here and to look out and see so many people in this room and to get a real sense of the energy, the commitment, the professionalism, the entrepreneur spirit that we have in this.
Hello, everybody.
Amazing startups, DeepMind, I mentioned Wave, Synthesia, 11 Labs, incredible thinkers in computer science, really, really excellent digital biology. Of course, the discovery of DNA was here. Incredible, incredible research community. The second is the third largest AI venture capital investment anywhere in the world. The third largest, of course, the largest of the two, the United States and China, is fairly obvious. But the UK is the largest AI investment area anywhere else in the world. And so between these two ideas, that you're rich with great computer scientists, it's a fantastic place for VCs to invest, the ecosystem is really perfect for takeoff. It's just missing one thing. It is surprising, this is the largest AI ecosystem in the world without its own infrastructure, which is the reason why we're talking about it so much. Which is the reason why Prime Minister's announcement of investing in computing 20.
Something that almost anybody would do. And I would just encourage everybody, that just as the Prime Minister said a second ago, almost every children is already doing that themselves naturally. And this is going to be transformative.
With that, I'm going to
Wow, there are so many people waiting to go in. Oh my days, the queues to get in. This is all people waiting to get in. Wow. No way they've got this here. I've seen that before. That is mad that they've got it here. I'm so excited to come here tomorrow. I'm gutted I'm not gonna be here for the rest of today. Wait, they got police. Are they taking Keir Starmer? Yeah, they got the police. I wonder if that's Keir Starmer leaving. Yeah, I reckon they're escorting him out. Yeah. Yeah, there he is. That is mad. That is absolutely mad. I actually can't believe that. I had no idea what to expect, but that was incredible talk. Yeah, quite inspiring to be honest. And yeah, for context as well, I'm now leaving because I've got to do an interview. Unfortunately, I won't be there for the rest of today, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited to go back tomorrow. It's given me a lot of food for thought and a lot of inspiration. Like I feel very motivated after that. Yeah, to think bigger, I guess. Yeah, just incredible. There we are, ready for day 2. And just like that, we're in. So today, what to expect from today? I'm waiting for my dad to arrive. My dad's actually coming along, and we're going to go to one of the talks together, which is going to be by Brian Cox. And if you don't know Professor Brian Cox, he's a physicist, and he does some extraordinary scientific documentaries. He's awesome, so I can't wait to see him. Then there's also going to be a bunch of like health tech stuff today. Going to hopefully meet some interesting people, some familiar faces, and also some new ones. World ID is the anonymous proof of human for the age of AI. And we've got some F1 stuff here as well. Some NVIDIA stuff. Man, they've got a bus in here. How much do you have to pay to get a bus? That's a lot of stands worth of space. Yes, that is a BYD bus, which is the Chinese manufacturer that has been exporting loads of electric cars here to the UK and causing quite a kerfuffle in the car industry.
To start off with, how is AI the most important capability we have to solve the world's biggest challenges? Because there's quite a big promise. There's a lot of challenges out there, very big ones. Is AI the technical bullet to solve them? Jean?
So I think there is no doubt we are living through an incredible period. Fourth Industrial Revolution, it is happening, and it's not coming, it's happening. Is AI the magic bullet for everything? No. I think about AI as a microscope. It's a tool. And it basically reveals patterns beyond what the human brain can see or imagine. And then you can use that to solve problems. I'll give a quick example. We're doing some work on building individual personalised models of human hearts. You can pipe in data from scans, from wearables, and live stream feeds. So you can basically have a doctor on your shoulder watching out for you, looking at how your body is responding, predicting what might or might not happen. All well and good. But to do that at scale, you need machine learning. So we've built a tool that basically can do this at scale. And we've built 50,000 to date. And this is the first large-scale trial of digital twins in the National Health Service. So that's an example of taking a tool and then using it to have impact at scale.
Or you actually spend compute to compress that more. In a couple of hours, our new reasoning model, which is...
So, Dad's arrived, and we're going to be watching Brian Cox together, and hopefully we'll get a good seat.
We'll hopefully get a seat.
Hopefully get a seat.
Nature is fundamentally quantum. There's no difference. There's no such thing as classical physics, classical nature, Newtonian nature, and then quantum nature. The whole thing is quantum at the base level. And therefore, it's not surprising, and this is what I'd like to talk about primarily today, it's not surprising that the study of nature can deliver deep insights that we can then transfer into technological challenges, such as, in this case, quantum computers. So I'd like to talk very specifically about the interface between cosmology, Einstein's theory of general relativity, black holes, and the way that research into the large-scale structure of the universe and the strange creations of gravity has led to a deeper understanding of nature itself, which can be applied to quantum computing. Now, in this galaxy, there are around 400 billion stars, 400,000 million suns. We now know that virtually all of those stars have planets around them, so there'll be trillions of planets in this galaxy. Distant galaxies is moving over the distorted space-time on its journey from them through the cluster to the telescope. So the light beams are deflected because they follow the curvature, the distortion in the fabric of the universe created by this galaxy cluster. So therefore, the images of the distant galaxies are distorted. It's almost as if you're looking at the universe through a wine glass. According to Einstein, what lies at the center of a black hole is the end of time. So the distortion is so great that time ends locally, according to Einstein's theory in the black hole. What you're seeing here is the distortion in the fabric of the universe, predicted by Einstein's theory in the vicinity of the black hole. So you may picture this thing as a distortion in space-time so violent that even light cannot escape, an eternal prison, if you like. But Stephen Hawking calculated that these things glow. They have a temperature. And it's the way that they glow that is important. So how can radiation, how can something escape from this thing which traps everything? The key thing, though, for our purposes, is that radiation that's coming off this thing is entangled with the black hole. And that causes profound problems for theoretical physics, which is beginning to suggest to us, or strongly suggest, that space and time can be represented as a network of qubits. And the reason that we've been forced into that realization and that program of research is from a very simple problem that occurs once you realize that a black hole can do that and shake particles out of the vacuum and make them real. All the information about everything that ever fell into this thing ends up imprinted in the Hawking radiation in the distant universe. How? You think about if it's us, you or me, right? We jump into the black hole. We go across the horizon. According to Einstein's theory, we get what's called spaghettified, close to the singularity, and then go to the end of time, we're kind of erased. The radiation that Stephen calculated is coming from the horizon, being shaken out of the vacuum of space. How could it possibly be that everything required in bits to reconstruct me ends up imprinted in this radiation in the far future? Well, the calculation said that's what happens. It did not describe a physical picture of what's happening. One of the physical pictures that people are talking about now is that what is it in the center of there, this thing, the singularity? It looks like a network of wormholes. So remember the ER equals EPR idea. Looks like a network of wormholes connecting the interior of the black hole to the external universe, such that, quite literally, the bits end up back outside again. And as the black hole shrinks, more and more of the information about the entanglement and the stuff that fell in ends up in the Hawking radiation. Now, that picture is not fully agreed upon or understood. We're trying to interpret extremely difficult mathematics. What's interesting to me is that the study of these things is suggesting there is an information theoretic description of nature at its most fundamental level. And we're glimpsing it through the study of these things. And I think that the connection between cosmology, origin of the universe, the nature of space and time, and black holes. And quantum entanglement and quantum computing is something that is fundamental and profound, and nobody could have predicted it. And so with that message, explore nature in all its majesty, and we will develop information or learn skills that are useful. I think I'll say thank you very much.
There he is. Brian's coming on over. So we've you're on the vlog. Come for some lunch, and we've just been having a good chili, haven't we? Joined by Sam and Dad.
And at the time, Arkady was the CEO of Yandex, which was probably one of the most valuable European tech businesses ever created. And then fast forward, a whole load of politics happened. Arkady, you had to leave the country and leave the business behind. And from what you could take out of the business, you have been reborn in a different guise as Nebius.
So, about a year ago, I took them some demos of ambient voice technology in the care process and what it could do. You know when you have a meeting and everyone leans forward and you genuinely, you've got them. And the chairs and the chief execs did it. I did it with Penny Dash and she was like that.
Really within that innovation space. So I'm going to hand over to the panellists. If we could just introduce ourselves one by one, and maybe give a 2-minute overview of what you want to cover today, a little bit about the journey as well.
Well, it's been a busy day so far. I'm just going to another talk now, but honestly, I feel like I haven't had a chance to talk to camera in a while. I will update in a bit. There's been a few interesting bits since my dad's now gone, but Brian Cox, oh my gosh, that's unreal. But this talk now should be interesting, and there's a lot more coming up this afternoon.
To view it and then intervene, particularly on the most important of their packages, that literally, I can't stress enough, that literally saves lives.
Introduce ourselves, quick bio if that's okay. Sure, hi, I'm Tim Bazalgette. I'm the Chief AI Officer at Darktrace.
Right, I've come out of that last talk because I got another one in a minute, which is healthcare related. That one wasn't healthcare related, but it was very interesting about cybersecurity and whatnot. The problem is there's also so many interesting talks. Like there's one there about agents and yeah, all sorts of things. Time for a talk on digital twins. I'm looking forward to this one.
Using multimodality technique or multi-omic technology to generate really a mosaic information, almost like a data tsunami. And of course, when you get that, for each patient or patient-derived organoid, you need the machine learning, the modeling, to really distill that to something that's actionable for us as clinicians to take to clinic or clinical trial to treat a patient with.
On to another talk now. I've seen this lady getting pictures everywhere.
My name is Anne Phelan. I am Head of Target Discovery at GSK, based at Stevenage in the UK.
I have no idea what that thing I just showed you was. Well, it said my quantum parameters, but I don't know what that means. Pretty cool. Yeah, so I'm just taking an opportunity to go around and look at some of the stands now because I don't think I'm going to be coming back again tomorrow. So I just want to make sure there's nothing that I'm missing, something really interesting or really good opportunity. That's very cool. There's Mac Minis. I've just been asking it what
exactly how we
Professor Brian Cox.
Tell us what problem you want to solve.
This is crazy.
We will tell you how you do it. We're using language models, vision models, and then we ask our client, hey,
we're done, and it's time to head home. And yeah, today was decent. I mean, the highlight was by far seeing Brian Cox. Like, that was just unbelievable, ridiculous. And then probably the rest of it, honestly, could take it or leave it. There wasn't anything after that I found profoundly insightful, but still a fantastic event. And yeah, there actually wasn't also a lot of interesting stands from my perspective, interesting exhibitors, but you know, it is what it is. They're not always, you know, for everyone. But yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.